Hello out there in sailing land. I'm Ashley Love from T2B TV, and we're out here at the mouth of the Severn River for JWorld Thursday night racing. It's short course, super fast, one design racing, and with me we have Quantum making all this video coverage possible, Scott Nixon.
Hi Ashley, thanks for having me. It's a beautiful night. Obviously the start of summer is right here. We have our typical southern, southwesterly sea breeze, beautiful. Really looking forward to it. We're excited to be part of this whole group with Thursday night, so yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna kick off with the J70s and the J80s. Let's learn something. J70s start first in Series 1, and Scott, what do you think is so special about JWorld Thursday night racing?
Well, I mean, midweek sailing is really where it's at now. You know, the weekends are so busy for everybody. The weeknight stuff is great. You get off work and run down to your boat, throw in the water, and grab a 12-pack of beer and hit the water and just have a great time and relax. Get ready for one more day of work. That's it. It's awesome.
So Scott, when you're out here with Quantum and you're coaching boats, what are kind of the things you're looking for in light air?
Yeah, in light air, obviously, we're looking for power in the boats. These guys are sailing J70s upwind and 6 to 10 knots of breeze. So you're looking for a pretty loose rig, really powerful mainsail, full jibs, leads forward. You can see the top boats are in-hauling pretty tight on the jib, getting that leach into weather so the boats have nice bite and nice height. So that's really important in these boats. But weight forward, weight low, being aggressive with the weight and the puffs. You can see a puff right now on the lead boat starting to heel over, and they're hiking out, and they're doing quite well, protecting that top right, looking good.
J80s are a bit more crowded. Meltemi, boat number 60. You sort of decided they were maybe a little early. They are leading the series so far. Stack Deck just found a spot in there. Oh, boat at the pin didn't make it either. Meltemi likes the right side, and so does the lead J70. Alan and Kate Terhune in the lead right now.
There, Leylon.
On Kristen and Brian Robinson's boat, they've got a birthday girl on board, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like she's driving and doing a great job. She's got him up there in one of the podium spots and getting close to the starboard tack Leylon over here. Looking good.
Dragonfly got caught on a port tack. 1312 was not going to let them in, and they will round first. Protesting being called starboard hails. That was Thomas Clock rounding in first, and second, third, fourth, fifth, it's all a big jumble.
Yeah, it's tight in there. I think one of the skippers fell down, and that was some of the issues back there, but he's now jiving around and going to make it, but it was scary for a second there.
Scott, when you're looking to sponsor something and get involved, what are you looking for, and why did you pick Thursday nights?
Well, we think Thursday nights are really grassroots sailing here in Annapolis, and we want to be involved. And it's grassroots sports. It's small boats, one design, something we're really about. We take a lot of value in the one design classes and want to support them, and nothing better here in Annapolis than Thursday night racing. Dan Wittig and the boys had a nice run. They looked like they jived a little late and then got back in there at the leeward mark, getting an overlap and getting back into second, so good for them. And there's the birthday girl, great rounding, right in fourth, hanging in there, doing really well. What do you think, she's 8 years old?
Probably, somewhere in there.
She's doing awesome. I think she's a match racer. She just stuffed Mike Hobson head to win there, beautiful.
Thomas Clock and team wins that race handedly. Dan Wittig coming back for a second, and Brian Robinson, Kristen Robinson, and their birthday girl in third.
Great job, you guys. That was awesome. Great job.
What's your name? What's your name? Lizzie. Lizzie Scales, third place in the first race tonight.
Nice job, Lizzie.
A bit more spread out on the line this time for the J70s in the start of their second race. The acceleration on these boats is really wicked, isn't it?
Yeah, the boats are a lot lighter than the J80, so you see them squirt pretty quickly.
385 in the foreground, Henry Filter, was called over early at the start, forcing him to go right, but most of the actioning is happening on the left.
The leaders again started a little bit late at the boat and kind of just pinned everybody out to the left and tacked short a ley line here on the port side and have a nice little lead. But yeah, still a couple shifts left here up the top of the beat. Looks like a little more righty coming in here. Let's see what happens. 2 beers in hand.
2 beers in hand, that's the way to do it.
She's got it, doesn't spill them. Excellent. 385 has the lead again, just tacked on ley line here.
Big pile up on the port lay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight
Alan
one
and
here.
Kate Terhune in the lead with Johnny Thunder close behind.
Oh boy, here we go. Nice job. Clean rounding for everybody. Really tight here in the 5, 6, 7 spot here. So good tight racing.
Quieter than the J80s. The J80s coming upwind, the 70s going downwind. Both of these boats are really, they're like big dinghies. And your crew weight is just so important, right?
Yeah, for sure. You can see these guys are doing a nice roll tack here. Near the port tack ley line. Big puff. They're going to slowly flatten the boat out and accelerate. Little tight lane here, some work to do, but they're still fighting the fight in second or third spot there. It looks really tricky here. You obviously see a big split in the fleet here. Half the guys went jibed early, went to the right side of the course looking upwind, and these guys are doing their first jibe here, so massive split. And unfortunately for the guys over here on our side, looks like the other side's done a lot better.
Down at the leeward mark, and we're seeing that this pressure that filled in from behind really condensed the entire fleet back together. Michael McNamara with the Chartreuse Kite on T-Dance Snake probably rounded that top mark in 6th or 7th, and here they are coming in for second. You can never count that man out because his ley lines are flawless.
Beautiful night, breeze filled in, it's back up 10, 12 knots. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better Thursday night. It's beautiful out here.
When the breeze picks up, what kind of gears are starting to change?
Yeah, well, you can see this guy right here in 217 is pulling the backstay on. So getting your backstay on, depowering the sails, flattening things out. But obviously the easy thing to do right away is just get everybody on the rail and hike hard, you know?
Kate Muller and Alan Terhune will take that second race with Michael McNamara, Todd Jenner, and Laurent Givry in second place, and third looks a little tight here.
Yeah, Wild Child, Henry Filter and the guys on USA 45 had a really nice comeback, and they jibed early on the run, breeze filled in, they got right back in there.
Yeah, they were OCS. We've moved to the inner course where the J22s and the J24s share a race committee thanks to the Severn Sailing Association, and the 22s are off the line maybe a little too early.
Yeah, it looks like a group in the middle there was a little poked here. Let's see if the race committee gets them.
Out on the left side, we have Ian Berman in 660, and who's that in 1503, Scott?
Looks like Kevin Ealing and the Rugburn guys.
And how are we doing on this side?
They're looking okay. A couple guys that started in the middle had some pretty nice starts, and they might be pinned out. They're looking okay for clear air, but they're pinned out a little bit to get out of the get off this corner.
He is looking over his shoulder, trying to find the opportunity to get out. 7, 8, 9 is Jake Doyle, and there is no offset. They're going to be turning right down into the fleet on this set.
Yeah, really good work by Jake and the boys. Nice beat. They had a great start in the middle, controlled the left side of the course looking upwind, and have a nice lead.
Right behind them, 1464 was in second. Jeffrey Todd, he was coming into this evening in first place. Not sure how their first race went tonight, but it doesn't look like they're giving up the top of the leaderboard all that easily.
Yeah, tight racing. All the players are there. Chris Youngie's up in there. Kevin Elian, all the top boats are right in there. Obviously, you can see back here in the back of the pack, really tight racing.
There was a little rubbing and a little yelling going on there. So Scott, this course is also known as the symmetrical course. What changes tactically with that situation?
The S sails, you know, they sail really deep angles, so they're probably not doing a lot of jibes, so a little less important getting on the favorite jibe with the S sail, but you know, it's still old school boat handling. You got to jibe the pole. Getting clear air is really important. You can see it looks like Jake Doyle might have jibed a little late there, and Jeff Todd and the guys jibed early. And now on the long run downwind on Port Jibe, it looks like he might have taken over him.
Everyone mixing together. New for this year is the starting line is open. So that's where you're going to see some action when boats are trying to start and boats are sailing downwind at the same time. As you said, Jeffrey Todd with the slightly earlier jibe managed to keep the inside all the way down to the leeward mark. In first with Jake Doyle close on his heels.
Yeah, boys are hiking hard, keeping the boat flat. It's going to be a tough one for Jake to sneak him out, but we'll see what he can do here. The Rugburn team had a nice run and moved into third place. They've tacked early here, and Jake split with him to cover the third spot here. So looks like 1464 will take the win.
The symmetrical kites have a much longer course than usual.
Yeah, this is big course racing, but you know, the sun's going to be up for a long time today, so these guys are getting the most of it.
So that'll wrap up our coverage of JWorld Thursday Night Racing. Thank you so much, Scott Nixon, for joining us this evening and teaching us a thing or two.
Thanks for having us. A lot of fun. What a beautiful night. I mean, it is great out here. The breeze filled in, sun setting. It's awesome.
It really is. It makes me just really appreciate living in this beautiful town. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.